One, two, three, go.
Boyz Aloud, take 7.
Ladies and gents and ladies, welcome back to another entertaining episode of Boyz Aloud Season 2. You
can
can play it.
No, I can't. I can, but not like that.
This guy. Do you have to have a gap? Yeah, to do it.
You can do it with the teeth.
Yeah, to do it nicely. But you don't have a gap and you can do it.
I can do this one.
What is it turning into?
It's the gap, though.
Yeah.
It's the gap.
I can't joke.
Yeah.
Fair play, fair play.
I had to practice.
Okay. Yeah.
Now back with the flavor, as you can see, the host. You know what I'm saying?
Back with talks.
Back with Thoks, you know what I'm
Thoks
saying?
is back.
Thoks is back to
With deep talks, because you know we talk.
fair play. Almost got it.
Almost got it.
But now, don't be afraid to go to his thing. It's gonna be in the description, no doubt. His Instagram, his Twitch, his TikTok, his YouTube, all of those platforms that he's dominating on. While he lasts, hey guys, just be there while he's lasting, yeah. Because it's a problem.
Because
So-
this video is lasting.
Yeah, just you know what I'm saying. But besides that, you know what I'm saying. Felicia, Boyz Aloud over there, and yeah, man.
Don't forget to copy your merch, bro. It's winter, it's cold, so you need to
Yeah, you guys had an
Yeah,
excuse,
copy
even though it was a
merch.
bad excuse. It's hard. Now it's cold.
Bro,
Like,
it's
come
cold,
on,
bro. Like,
Cop
yeah,
merch,
bro.
bro.
Cop the merch.
We're gonna come with new fire designs soon. Me and Omalemo just need to finish like another
Metric.
thing so we can focus on other things.
Facts.
So
The reason why we haven't come up with new designs was because of Metric.
yeah, we're kind of busy, so yeah, but we appreciate the support.
Bafana ba school.
Yep.
Yeah, but one of us school, yeah.
Kiruna.
Ank.
Yeah.
Ank.
Bafana ba school.
Bro's telling us how old he is without telling us.
Wait.
But yeah, now we appreciate the support, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch all our previous videos. And yeah, just enjoy.
Facts. Have you guys been in your lowest, and what's your lowest point? Because I personally haven't been at my lowest in terms of, like, for me, I view it differently. Maybe spiritually low, yes, but in my lowest in terms of life, like, there's never been in a period where I think everything is falling apart, and I'm in this situation where tomorrow's not promised, as in food, clothes, and all of that. But and even with girls, there hasn't been a thing of though my world is over, I'm no longer talking to this person, I'm depressed. I mean, I have been sad for a period of time, but not a prolonged period. So I haven't necessarily been in a low, but I've had experienced loneliness, because there's a difference between solitude and loneliness. Maybe we'll go into that later on. But for me, that's me personally, and for y'all,
You guys wanna go?
You wanna go with it?
Now you can know.
Talks.
no one wants to go. No one wants to go.
In terms of like being at my lowest, I won't lie. I've been low a few times, but the lowest I think was probably sometime this year. Because yes, everything is just there, boys. Scalar, expectations, everything, all of that stuff. It's all there. It's weighing. So, hey.
Okay, but then what does your low mean? Like, what is low? Because for me, it's like those expectations in school. That's like kind of life, though. You know, it's not like it is gonna change the person you are. It's gonna change the way you live. It's like life, and for a period of time. But low, how do we associate low? Like, what do we give it a definition? Do we lack aura? Are we just depressed? Like,
When things are not working, I
been-
believe.
what is not
Yeah,
working?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Span is not spanning.
Yeah, like let's say for argument's sake, it's like you're trying to like get things done. You're trying to, you know,
Definitely.
yeah.
But it's not
like,
working.
It's not
But it's not
working. Things are just not working.
Mm.
You know, that's another factor. You know, and you don't have that energy to like be sad. Like you want things to go well, but hey, dog, things are not working. you
Yeah.
know, so that could be another factor.
So that's like low for you. Things are not
I
spanning.
mean, low. There's so many of them.
There's so
Like,
many lows.
Yeah, there's so many lows. But like it's maybe one I could say is not sure. Like how do I put it? Like, you know, every time you trying to like get work
Yeah.
and you're trying and you're not getting there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, bro. Like you're trying to be an adult, but it's tough just to like be a responsible adult and take care of yourself, stuff like that.
Now, so then we're measuring, like, what it sounds to me is like life is a performance. I can be low, I can be in my peak, I can just be subtle, just normal. That's
The main
performance.
point is that it's like it fluctuates.
It fluctuates. But then shouldn't their main goal to just be neutral? Like Pharrell said, I'm not sure if you guys follow Pharrell. He said to one of the models, is like, bro, anything in life, just view it with a normal reaction. In terms of only time you should have an emotional reaction is if you bring a new person into life in terms of a newborn, a baby, or death. And when I listen to him say this, it's interesting, but I do hear where he's coming from. Because, bro, if life changes all the time, and the more you react to certain things all the time, it kind of drains you, bro. So you just having a neutral reaction to certain things makes it easy for you to cope with life, the disappointments of life. Because not everything's going to go our way. Even daily things don't go our way. Just having a neutral reaction. If you're going to cry about it, you're taking time by crying, But just by dealing with it, it makes it a bit easier. Or what?
No, you have a good point. Definitely raise a good point because in terms of like me, whenever I've been low,
Yeah.
I think only one person has ever seen me at my lowest. And so they saw me at my lowest and they asked me, are you going to sit there and you're going to keep crying? Or are you going to actually get up and do something? Actually make something happen. You see?
Because then it'll be a low. Because if you get up from a low, then it's a low. But if you're staying there, then it's not a low.
It's not a low.
You're
You're
just
stagnant.
in that period. In times, I don't know.
But like, do you think like being in that state then is a good thing?
Being like your
No, not good. Is it like it's a
Beneficial.
normal thing?
Yeah.
You
It's
should.
part of life.
Nah.
Yeah, it's a part of life.
Yeah.
It's just some people have like lower lows than most. But it's
I
like,
think
I think that's what builds the craziest characters that you see. Because then out of like those lows, those traumas, they come out with grit.
Yeah.
They come out with that, they've seen things.
Yeah,
They become what you call this thing. My dad said this. They become reticent. Basically meaning that
Like, are you? When you mentioned time, I was like a child. When you mentioned time, I'm like anything else about to follow after. After
They
you
become
mentioned time.
We understand.
Oh, man.
Well, God.
So it's like so when they say reticent, it means like the definition means like not showing any emotion or like action readily, meaning like you don't just react, you actually sit down and process what's happening, and you're like, okay, I think this is the right reaction for this. I think this is going to be the right way to do this. That's when you become reticent.
Oh, yeah.
So similar to what Pharrell was saying in a way.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, but like, you guys think speaking, asking for help, helps you, or do you?
It depends on who you ask.
Like, okay, you know how when you're going through something, you'll be like, no, but don't sit in silence and suffer. Don't cry alone. Speak about it. We're here to help you. You can call this number to help you. You have parents to help you. You have your friends that you can talk to. I'm sure someone can help you.
Facts.
Speak up. Or just keep quiet and deal with it. Like, have you ever dealt with problems by speaking to people? Like, be honest.
Me
Like,
personally, like
have you? Because I'll be honest. Like I'll share testimony. Like, yes, I've been through like a lot of things in my life that probably no one knows about. Like, because I dealt with them by myself without ever having to speak with anyone. And bro, I think I'm actually fine.
Yeah.
And I never ever spoke.
Yeah.
Right. But then there's those that like say no, speaking is the best policy. Just speak.
Yeah. Something similar.
But like no.
Yeah.
So linking that with being low. We're speaking about being low, not being okay, struggling, whatever. Do you speak like?
I mean, I think, bro, our parents and uncles and aunts are there, but I don't think even if they lived life for 200 years, don't have the advice for every situation we go through. So speaking can help for certain problem,
Sometimes
for
I
guidance.
feel like it's wasting time.
You
Me
feel like it's
personally,
wasting
I
time.
think like if it makes sense, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's certain things that you can speak about, né? Like something normal, like for argument's sake, heartbreak. You can speak about that because people go through it.
Yeah.
But like certain things like trying to be good in life. Obviously, you have your own way of how to be there.
Oh, so like
So
to make it.
so you can't like necessarily talk to somebody and say, "Hey, dog, I wanna be here by this time, and I'm struggling to get this thing done." They don't understand that, because that's your path. You understand? But something that is generalized, I guess you can speak about it, like to people. But something that has to do with you only, as long as it doesn't affect you, you understand? But it's a thing of, you don't necessarily have to speak with it. It's your task to complete. It's your homework.
It's your,
Some people can't do it for you. You understand? But unless if there are people who know they have been through that path, you can talk to them. But I don't think talking all the time helps. Sometimes, bro, just try to deal with your own stuff.
Exactly.
So
Sometimes
it's
it's
my
just-
fault.
Yeah, sometimes it's just best to actually like figure it out and actually just sit down and be like, yo, okay, this is where I am. Like, it's bad. I get that. And I understand and I comprehend that I'm in a bad situation. But, you know,
yeah.
What's happening, bro?
I have no idea.
Fuck,
It's you,
that's
bro.
used to you, bro.
Nah, it's not. Nah.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I understand and I comprehend that, hey, things are tough, things are rough.
Facts.
So now it's a matter of what I'm gonna do. Now it's a matter of what I'm gonna do to actually get myself out of that pit, you know.
Yeah.
This guy,
Nah.
Keep my composure. What's going on?
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
chance,
this
bro.
guy,
These
What's
guys,
going on?
these guys
Nah.
are giggling like they're dating, bro.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Nah, but when I'm listening to y'all are associating this period. In this period, sorry, are you guys lonely? Like, you find yourself being alone dealing with this problem? Like,
I
I'm listening
prefer
to loneliness.
to be
Loneliness. But do you call that loneliness or do you call that solitude?
like, okay, what's the difference?
So solitude is when you put yourself alone.
Yeah.
Like
you choose.
you
it's like
choose.
your own
And then
conscious-
loneliness is like is a not a feeling, but it's like a void and a weight and like you feel it. Like you know, loneliness, you can be in a crowd of people, but you feel lonely. Like you feel some
Like
type
no one
of
can understand
no
you.
one can
You
understand.
can't
You feel
relate to
this
anyone.
100%. You feel this type of, I don't know how to explain, like some void, you know. So how would you describe it? Because a lot of people use the wrong word.
Okay, I've experienced both of those feelings.
Alone or with people.
No, loneliness, I've experienced it.
Yeah.
Even with people like-minded, but I still felt like, nah, bro. Like, nah. And then solitude, I guess I put myself in a place of solitude
Yeah.
when dealing with something. Yeah.
Because I used to think I'm an extrovert actually before.
Because I don't think you can make yourself lonely. Yeah, you can't.
No, I
can.
think lonely is deeper than that. I think it's like
Lonely
you
is
know,
deep.
Yeah, lonely is deep. I don't think it's you choose to be lonely. Lonely
Facts.
is like a situation. You
Facts.
know, there are someone out there who don't live with people. You can't say you are alone if you're in your room and you're dealing with your own stuff, but you're not lonely.
Yeah.
Like there's people you engage with.
Facts.
There are people who stay alone, bruh, and like they only get to chill with people like weekends or something, and like they don't have anybody to talk to. It's not even about problems, but like that thing of you had such a good day today, but I know I'm going back home to an empty house. I can't really tell anybody, and even when I call, people are busy. There's no one who will give me their time or attention. I think that's lonely.
In my opinion, I agree. But for me, that's an extended part of solitude, in my opinion. Because you still have the ability to connect with people, but you're alone. I get what you're trying to say. But then,
Yeah, because lonely and alone is not the same thing. Because alone is like, okay, I'm going to school alone.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
live
going
in my
with
house
mom, yeah.
alone.
But like when you're lonely, bro, most of the time it is just you. Like you find it difficult to talk to people. You find it difficult for someone like to engage with people. You understand? Because they're hardly there. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I hear you, because loneliness is caused by you don't cause loneliness, like it just comes upon you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an emotion or a state of being, whatever it is, right? But it's negative, because when you're in the prolonged states of loneliness for too long, it leaves you open to depression, distress, and all these negative things that you can use to help or deal with the loneliness. You know, that's why people I remember reading this guy's testimony on Reddit or Quora. He says he was, and in his lonely stage, he was making use of the HALT acronym. I'm not sure if you guys know it. Wait, let me go on my phone real quick. I'm not going to search it. I wrote it down. HALT. So the HALT acronym is like, when you're lonely, you expose yourself to extreme hunger, angriness, loneliness, and tiredness, right? Because you don't know how to deal with this loneliness that you're experiencing. So me, I'm just asking because I know you guys talking about I'm alone when I'm dealing with this change at my lowest time. But a lot of people tend to be in that loneliness for a long time, and that's dangerous for me, you know, because not only am I speaking about it from a Christian standpoint, when you're alone for a long time, well, not alone, when you're like lonely for a long time, it leaves you vulnerable to the enemy, and you start doing things that you worked on, and now you know, not necessarily improving. I'm not sure if you guys get what I'm.
I get you, and like I feel like also it becomes dangerous because a lot of young people, maybe even old, they don't know how to differentiate between like being at your lowest and like you like distance yourself from others based on whatever, and then they just call it I'm depressed, you're lonely, then you say you're depressed.
Yeah.
Sometimes you distance yourself from people, solitude, and then you say, nah, I'm doing it because I'm depressed.
Yeah.
What? Like, there's a confusion now. Because people just say, nah, I'm depressed. No, I'm sad. No, I'm not okay. But it's like, you like, we get it confused.
I
Facts.
think it's not the same for everyone because, like for me,
Yeah.
if I'm at my lowest, I just try hang around with people, bro.
Yeah.
Like, cause I know when I do my craft, I'm alone most of the time. Whenever I push my own thing, I'm alone. But if it comes to a point where like, yo, I'm down bad,
Yeah.
I just want to engage with people, just feel alive again, you know, cause it's difficult to make yourself feel alive alone.
Yeah.
You understand? Alone, but like, just to feel better again, I just engage with people. Just go back to people, visit someone, talk to someone, you know. So then, but most people will be like, hey, you know what? I'm depressed. Let me just be alone and read myself, understand myself. And then when I'm at that good state again, I'll mingle with the people. So I think it's different for people. Yeah.
But essentially, what you're doing is the right way to counter loneliness, actually, like to interact with people and get out of your shell and all of that. Because for some people, when they're in the states of loneliness for too long, they become comfortable.
But then, what about when you literally can't relate to anyone? Like you've separated yourself.
Like, I was gonna,
You've separated yourself to the point where you just don't feel like you can relate to anyone. No one can relate to you.
because the difference with me, when I'm like lonely, to re-alive myself, I like need to be alone, bro. I can only do that for myself. Like I can't be with people for that to help me. Like I can't, bro.
It's like a thing of in order for there to be light, there must be darkness.
Darkness,
in order for me to be lonely, I need to be able to know what it's like to be with people.
You know, I'm not sure if it's a true study, but they say introverts are really good with dealing with loneliness, but feel lonely amongst people. And then extroverts are really bad with dealing with loneliness, but find help from others, you know, to deal with it. And the reason why I mentioned, I just quickly said it earlier on, before I went into online high school, or started doing online high school, I thought I was an extrovert. But then when I did it, I realized that, I'm actually introverted. But the problem of that, in being alone for so long, it made me believe that I was lonely. But I didn't understand the definition of the word. Hence, I asked you, do you guys understand loneliness or solitude? Because I've heard a lot of my peers saying, Doug, I'm lonely, I'm depressed, but you're not, you're in solitude. Same way Jesus separated himself from the disciples and went into solitude to pray. Doesn't mean he was lonely. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's the problem, the effect of not understanding the words. You know, you kind of inflict that damage upon yourself. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, because lonely is like, it's deep. There are people out there, bro, who don't have friends, whose family don't really care about them like that, who always stay alone. That's lonely, bro.
Yeah.
You know, that is lonely, and you'll find that they're suffering from that because it's not easy for them to like interact with people because their loved ones are not there for them like that. You understand?
Yeah.
But when you're alone, it's a different story. You know, alone. People use alone for different reasons. Some people, they wanna, you know what, I'm not happy. Let me just be alone.
Yeah.
Others will be like, me, if I'm being alone at my lowest point, I'm dangerous. Let me go mingle with other people.
Yeah.
You know, it's different.
Now, that's fine. It depends on you as a person. But the reason why I wanted to ask you guys, about loneliness and solitude is because do you guys think it's essential for a male or a boy transitioning from being a boy to a man to have at least an experience in loneliness, not solitude, loneliness amongst themselves?
A boy,
Yeah.
like a male.
Yeah, a male.
Transitioning into a man.
That's
Exactly what I was thinking about. Just
bro,
now.
I guess that's based on how your life goes. Maybe not, like not for everyone.
Because remember, loneliness is not what we choose, though.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think every man wants to
Wait,
Really,
we can
lonely
ask,
people,
ne?
yeah.
Like in that transition, is it in hopes to be somewhat of a better alpha male?
Yeah,
or
let's just say
something?
alpha male.
Nah, then I don't think that
No,
doesn't
no,
mean
no, no, no,
anything.
no,
no.
Or
then.
to
Yeah,
let's
you
put
can
it in
go
a
through that
better.
and still be
Let's put it in a
useless.
better
Like,
perspective.
you can go through that and still be useless. Now you must be alone.
I'd say it's mostly.
And I'll be a great man. Nah, bro, chill.
Nah,
Like, you,
boy.
Yeah.
you'll
No,
be
I'd say
useless.
it's mostly a thing of becoming an individual.
An individual.
Yeah.
To find
Yeah.
what's this?
Nah, bro.
To find yourself. I forgot the word. But yourself, more or less.
Mm.
Nah, bro. Nah,
like
bro. Nah, it's
Nah, like that's it's bro, like it's different. We
Yeah.
don't wanna have this thing of telling boys how life goes from boy to man. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's just that know yourself better. What works for you? Like, do you feel like there are some people who like their own company? You understand? Like they just like being alone.
Yeah.
But they're not lonely. They just like being alone. You understand? And then there are some people who enjoy like mingling with people. Right? So I don't think that transition of like boys must go through this.
Like it's a
What,
must.
what
It's
about
not a
like
must.
the in between? Because I know me myself. I like being around like people that are close to me, but I just don't like being around a lot of people.
Yeah, you see, it's stuff like that.
Like
you
it
know?
just drains me.
That I
I
hear
also prefer being around people that I'm close to. Only, like,
Yeah.
The reason I'm
and
asking.
people I can have conversations with. I don't like being around like people that
A
are
crowd.
just like. Did you see you? You're like, bro, I can't like be like. Then a lot of people my age that are like, then it's like, bro, yo, like I'm gonna
I'm a crash
I'm gonna
out.
crash out. It's
Crash
like,
out.
like I'm around these people. Like,
Yeah,
you feel me? So yeah,
Nah, the reason I'm asking because me personally, I don't think I would have learned so much about myself if I didn't do online high school. Like
That's
if I
so
wasn't put into that environment where I'm alone, I would have been like, damn,
Yeah.
I didn't know that I struggle with self-confidence, A, B, and C. But the fact that I'm in that environment where it's just me, myself, and I, and my thoughts and the enemy, I'm like, okay, I need improvement. Because now if I expect the people around me to do well and exceed, but I associate myself with them. I'm not a victim, but I'm a what's the word, man? Yo, why am I running out of words today? Like, I forgot me lost it. I'm running out of words today.
Yeah.
But bro, I can't do that to other people. That's unfair in my opinion. You know, so I think that's why I'm asking. Because me personally, I don't think you should. I just think you should spend more time alone, like by yourself, to
Yeah,
understand.
true. Yeah.
That's why I was trying to go.
I think
for.
being alone, like you should understand being alone is okay.
Yeah.
Right? But don't think that's how it should be. Yeah, like being alone, because there's a lot of people who don't like being alone. You know, like at school, there's that thing. I used to have this thing in high school where like, all my friends they got picked up. Now you're just chilling alone now.
Yeah, yo, that is just really
that's
yo.
not.
Now you're waiting for your parents to pick you up and like you're alone. But only to find out it's like, nah, dog. Your friends are gone. Just relax.
The
They're
car,
gonna
you'll see
pick
them
you up
tomorrow.
now.
Yeah.
You understand? So people must understand it's not a problem to be alone, right? But being alone all the time, hey man, in my opinion, it's not good for me, dog. Like
Yeah.
if
I
I'm
think
just
I think
alone,
it's a thing of like being able to like find yourself when you're alone and find yourself when you're around.
yeah,
other
you need to
people.
know.
Exactly. You need to know both.
You need to know
because-
both. You can't just say, I know myself better when I'm alone. You must know yourself better for both. Yeah, you must know how to be yourself when you're alone and be yourself when you are with people. Yeah.
But I think we've also. Oh, do you want to say?
No, go ahead.
I think we've also differentiated the fact that there's a difference between being alone physically and being alone like mentally.
Well, yeah, we must.
And because like those are two different things. And I'm assuming being alone physically would mean like you're lonely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Although you're saying it's not
Nah,
with
but then
people.
like mentally would be a thing of like, nah, I'm around all these people, but I still feel alone.
Alone,
type of
yeah.
a thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah,
And I guess
true.
it's important for us to differentiate the two. And
Because
we
you
have,
find
so.
a lot of people who are with a group of friends and they still feel alone because they're not even included in a conversation. You know that your friends are going out, you're not going out. So it's things like that.
And I was just looking at something right now that reminded me. I mean, the people who struggle with loneliness, is, in my opinion, is because they don't spend enough time alone or in solitude. You're gonna struggle with loneliness if you don't truly understand okay, not necessarily understand why I'm lonely, but if you don't know yourself properly, like self-love, then it's gonna be difficult.
Self-love.
We spoke about it in season 1, remember?
Yeah, self-love.
If you don't know that properly, you're gonna struggle when you're lonely, in my opinion, because then you don't know how to deal with yourself. You're looking at this person in the mirror, and you don't see the person you wish to be, you know. So that's, in my opinion, that problem.
But for some people, it's like a fear thing as well, because some people run away from being lonely by mingling with other people. Basically, they run away from their fears.
Yeah.
And then some people run away from being around other people by being alone. You see, so it's a thing of where you need to actually challenge both. That's why it's important to find that balance.
Yeah.
You see.
Because I remember the issue I had when I had problems. I used to chill with people so that I can avoid those problems.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not how you solve things. You know, be alone, think about your problems. Also, when you're with people, think about your problems. Find solutions to how you can deal with it. But in the aspects of like talking to people, you need to know when to be alone at your time of like when you are low, where you don't need anybody. Even no one can help you. You just need to work, right? Even though you are low, you down bad. But then there are times where like, bro, like even when you're down bad, you can't just be alone, bro.
Facts.
You know, like losing a loved one. You don't tell me you're gonna be alone. You need people to support you, bro.
I think you need to spend time alone a little bit, just to deal with, just to digest the pain.
Dog, my chat is, bro, in that case, people are gonna support you. You being alone is majority of the time because they're gonna leave.
Oh yeah, okay, fair play.
You understand? Like
then
you being alone is majority of the time.
Sometimes in terms of like saying it from your analogy, when you said like not analogy, your example of mourning like a death.
Yeah.
Sometimes people just come to you and tell you the same thing, and now you just feel alone because they're just like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, and then they just leave. I'm sorry for your loss. Take your food and leave. You see,
they come for the
like
scones and the tea. Then
exactly.
But the thing is like, it's how would you feel if they didn't come? I eat my scones and food, bruh. Then if you didn't come, because like, what would it mean if you don't come? You know, I lost a loved one, but you don't even bother visiting me. It's like, damn, like you.
But
yeah, like
like,
how would
some
you
people
feel?
care about that.
Huh? Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't care.
for me, it's like
because I feel like at the state of mind that I'll be in a situation of that.
I don't think it's you care, bro. But there's certain things like, let's say something like, let's say God forbid, something happens to one of us here, we lose a loved one.
Yeah.
If I don't pitch up, dog, how are you gonna feel? You care about me.
Yeah.
So imagine if I don't pitch up.
No, but if you tell me that your life got in the way, you're doing something busy, you couldn't pitch up, but I send my condolences. I understand.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so at least send that. So people coming, they know they have time to show their presence.
Yeah.
So you cannot be mad at the fact that they just came to eat scones and food.
Nah, bro. But you know, like being numb is actually a real thing. Like
that's
not,
that's another effect
being,
of loneliness as well.
Yeah, like not being fazed by the presence of people, whether you're losing people in your life or whether there's millions of people in your life, bro. Like it's a real thing. Like, bro, I could lose loved ones, and if none of you came and I didn't feel anything, I really wouldn't care. Because I don't even feel anything.
At the time.
So I'm not bothered.
Really, at the time, you need to understand this, right? You're going through something way deep. So you wouldn't care about that per se.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I don't care about the presence of you guys being there.
Listen, really, listen. This is the chat, right? If you had lost a loved one, remember we're speaking loved one, not relatives. Loved one. The responsibility that needs to be taken place to make sure this loved one goes in peace, right? You cannot tell me you'll arrange everything alone. The funerals and all of that alone.
I'm not speaking about that.
He's talking about in terms of us coming to show support. He doesn't care because he's more focused on the death.
Like you get what I'm saying. Like like in that aspect, bro. Like obviously I'm gonna need help. Like that's
you're gonna need
but
help,
like even if you're mourning a breakup, even if you're mourning a whatever loved one who's passed away, like in that sense, and you're the type of person you just like, bro, you're just not there even. Then like because I'm like that. That's the thing.
Yeah,
but
like breakups
it would depend, bro.
Like with breakups, bro, like.
But mourning it's painful though.
And the thing is like, when you tell people, they'll be like, I was there. You don't understand.
Yeah, facts.
It's like, you don't understand. when is this thing gonna pass?
There's plenty
So
fish
like,
in the sea. I want that fish.
so with what's it called? With breakups is a different situation, bro. Like as a bro, nah, me personally, if you go through a breakup, bro, just be alone, I guess, and just heal. Because now if you wanna be with a lot of people, you're gonna have this thing of being toxic.
Yeah.
Any girl you see, you wanna want to, like, Yeah, but like exactly. And then but like if it's other things, hey bro, you need support.
This man is smiling. He's experienced it.
Nah, I'm not. I haven't experienced anything, bro. Nah.
And then like back onto the low, the thing that started the whole conversation. We know that people deal with being in the states of low by consuming nonsense, whether there be any coping mechanism. But for you, I don't think it's necessary. But what do y'all think about it?
Like drugs and stuff.
I think that's just what makes like the difference between individuals.
And
It's
you
like-
yourself. Oh,
Yeah, it's the difference between individuals. What do you do when you're low, and what do I do when I'm low? What do I do to cope? What do you do to cope? You do drugs, all that other stuff.
no, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I'm laughing
I'm
because
saying-
for some reason I don't remember myself doing that.
Oh,
You
sniffing.
see, it's like you do drugs and all that stuff, whereas I sit back and I actually write a script for my video.
Some people sleep.
Yeah.
Some people eat. I
I
don't understand
know.
how people who
The
eat
sleep-
when they stress.
Stress.
The
What's it called?
sleeping was- the
Eating.
sleeping
How
was-
do you
That's-
eat? So you're not hungry, dog.
Eating disorder.
It's for
Hey,
the sensation of eating.
But
dog.
but I know ladies like eating, dog.
Ladies,
when they go to that break,
lose
they like
appetite when
eating.
I'm not fine, bro.
Dog.
Like
You
I
can't-
lose,
you're
I lose
sleeping.
so much appetite.
When you
Like,
sleep, you're dreaming.
I'd rather sleep
I don't know.
than feel.
I'd rather like avoid sleep when it comes to like being at my lowest.
Because my child is-
because then you wake up tired and then you sleep because you're tired and then you're gonna sleep again because you're
Because
tired
you're
of
tired.
sleeping
Yeah.
and you sleep. You see,
My child, we cannot speak of stuff like the gym, working on your grind. Those things have been there even while you were happy.
real.
So like, just
And-
do what you were doing.
Yeah,
So now
facts.
people
Yeah,
are gonna.
facts.
Now I'm sad. Now I'm gonna go. So when you're happy, you're gonna leave the gym. So when you're happy, you're gonna leave your business.
Yeah, because if that doesn't happen when you're happy, yeah.
I'm happy now. Now I don't need to do my business. I have no
Yeah, that
motivation.
doesn't make sense,
Nah, it
yeah.
doesn't. Like, bro, like when you said
Yeah.
there's I won't lie. There's certain things you'll do just to cope, Gangani. That's not good for you,
Facts.
right? Yeah, there are certain things that you will do, right? But other things you can't just say, nah, it's introducing me to business. Maybe the gym, you'll be like, okay, maybe I'll go to the gym 4 times a day to replace the time while I was with her or wherever. You're like, okay, I remember from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock I was with her. At this time, I'll go to the gym. You understand? But you have been the person who goes to the gym all the time.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, like Willie said, just replace it.
Yeah, in the episode.
something.
What episode was that? Episode.
Don't know.
Yeah.
But for me,
yeah.
But don't tell me about gym motivation. Dog, it was there before. It was there when you were
Yeah,
happy.
But I think that's
to
like-
gents
that's like that
watching
for
this,
everything, though,
To
in
gents
my
watching
opinion,
this,
but yeah.
bro, we don't want gents to start having this mentality of like when something is wrong in your life, when you're grieving from a breakup or a loss or maybe your business or whatever your grind is not working out or school is or whatever, bro, you're just not okay and you're low. Like this, the whole mentality of like, hi, bro, I'm gonna put my head down and just grind. What? Relax.
Why shouldn't you do
You
it
need
when she
help.
was there?
You need help. Relax. Like,
No, but I think
just stop that hard mentality, bro.
Yeah,
Stop it,
bro.
Yeah,
Like, yes,
just
you
go on
do
with
that.
life.
Yes, bro. Just
When
chill.
feel it.
Nah,
And
I-
feel
there's
it.
those
The
importance
people
of
feeling it is important.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real, 100%.
You need to feel it.
like
But then there's those people that are like, you know, those people that try like fake it, not really fake it, but they just try too much. They're like, I'm going off the grid. No one text me.
yeah.
Bro, chill. Okay.
I'm off
Yeah.
IG.
I'm off IG.
Nah.
I'm off.
Like we didn't
Yeah,
pass.
bro.
Okay.
Bro.
Someone
Okay.
is
Like
hurt.
that,
Yo,
exactly.
Nah,
It's
bro.
like that. Just,
Yo, it's like, yeah, bro.
honestly,
Just
bro.
live life.
Now, when it comes to
Yeah.
the grinding part, I agree. I mean, that's the beauty of life. Like, experience every emotion. Now, go ahead. But also, don't become comfortable and dwell in it for too long. Once you have cried at night, wake up in the morning, it's a new day. Grind. That's my opinion. Depending on the situation. Maybe it's an event that's too long. That was
Keep doing what you were doing.
yeah. Like, don't stop. Like, deal with it. I'm not saying like you shouldn't deal with your emotions. Deal with it. Cry. Do whatever you gotta do. But tomorrow's a new day, bro. Rejoice in it and pick it up from there, bro.
But what about like in today's society where you feel alone, even on social media, where there's everyone there?
I mean, that's the funny thing about social media. It's created to bring people together, but our generation, Gen Z, is the loneliest generation. So it's a thing of
I think the problem is it's a comparison thing. It's a meritocracy. We all just want to, have something to be better than the other person.
We need what does meritocracy mean, guys?
this episode next time we invite
It's like
Meritocracy.
Can I get a dictionary?
no, man. It's just a thing of like people must have something in order to be accepted by the next person. You see, something like that. Whereas you'll be in friend groups that their social identity comes from having a lot of followers, whereas you don't really have a lot of followers.
True.
So now it's like,
Yeah.
Trying to find comfort
exactly.
and
Then you
friends in
start.
social
Then
media
you
is
start.
actually-
Then you start acting like your friends in order to get those followers that they're getting. And it's like, is it really worth it?
Yeah. Now social media,
social media.
It's just that there are people who know how to use it wisely, so that it doesn't affect them.
Social
And there
media,
are other people.
it's a thing of it'll use you if you don't know how to use it.
Yeah,
Honestly.
that's 100%
I
true.
will use
Honestly.
you.
So
Yeah, blind.
it is more of a thing of you need to use it wisely. Why are you going on there? Because that's something that that's a habit that I'm trying to build.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to build. Like I need to have a purpose for me actually opening this app.
Facts. That's yo.
I'm not there yet, but I'm trying
to.
You see, that's
Because I
that's
do
the main-
also I catch
Can I
myself.
ask, actually, have you guys ever been in a situation where you find yourself like trying to fit in or trying to be with a certain group of people because you feel like, nah, I've been like,
Definitely.
100%, bro.
Definitely.
Especially from me, I'm in a period of going from prep school to early high school. 100%.
yeah, you see, those are the
Oh,
most
damn.
dangerous
Wait.
things.
100%.
When you want like
Wait.
that,
9.
there's those cool gens.
Gens.
For me, I used to struggle with it more in grade 5, 6, 7.
Yo.
8.
Bro.
Those, you remember?
Bro.
level, we're friends. Like,
Dog. That period. Same.
the cool guys, and we're like those guys, like, yo, but this guy's cool. Bro. Like, yo,
Bro, you know, there's a
cool.
point in time in primary school where the coolest guy was with this girl. And for me, I was like, I want to be with this girl so I can be cool.
And you want to be with that guy too, like, and be his friend, bro. And it's like you put yourself in such a, and like you're so young, it's crazy.
It's
and
crazy.
you put yourself in such a weird position
Yeah.
at such a young age, bruh. And you lonely.
Some of the things you just don't know what you like. You don't know what you want.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You're trying to fit in.
In that
Exactly.
period, you're not in solitude enough to know yourself. Because if we were to spend more time in solitude, I do think we'd know who we are, so we don't go into
So do you believe that like children, like for example, what's the year in high school? Like, what's the year that's entered high school? What's the like which year of children have just entered high school? Was it 2010?
2010.
The Waka Wakas.
Damn, yeah.
The Waka Wakas. You think they should be alone like 24/7?
Dog, I
So
know.
they
Like,
can,
dog,
like,
man, I'm saying, bro, like you saying someone must be in solitude to understand. Dog, people
People
how
get
do you do
delusional.
nonsense, bro.
But how else are you supposed to know who you
come
are?
on.
There's no ways,
Maybe
bro.
my bad.
Dog, as much as I enjoy spending time with you, gents, there's no ways I'm gonna know Umalemo properly if I spend enough time with you. If I
guys,
spend
let's do
most
this.
of my time with
Let's
you guys.
do this, ne? Let me ask you guys this question. Are you guys okay, ne? Like, are you guys okay with the idea of taking yourself out? Just you only.
Of the friend group.
Yes.
No,
yes.
not out of the
No, like
friend
you
group.
have your own money. You like,
Have
let
your
me
own
take
money,
myself
just take yourself
out.
Oh
out.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh
all the time,
yes.
all the time.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
As long as you're happy to
Bro,
do
that
that.
is actually the most best feeling.
Like, and you know
that
what I love about
You
doing
know
that? You
you
get
know
to talk
what's-
to other people as well. in my opinion.
You know what's crazy? What I've found is that for me, I don't know if this is like similar for everyone else. I've always been myself. I just never knew what myself or who myself is. You see, I'm always.
Oh, yeah, that's facts.
you see,
Yeah,
I'm always
that
that
is
person.
facts. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could. You could, because it's the same
Easy.
thing for
And
I
me.
think, that's true, bro. Yeah. Okay, I won't lie.
'Cause then
For
you
me,
actually-
there's been times I've tried to be like other people, bro. But like,
But then sometimes
That's
when you're
true.
trying to be someone else, you literally know at the back of your head that you're like,
I'm not being
I'm
myself.
not being
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Even though you
that's
try to
true.
run from it as much as
Yeah,
possible, it doesn't
yeah.
matter. It'll always be there that this is not
Yeah.
me. I don't actually do this. I don't say it.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. Yeah.
And there's sometimes I had to
that's
learn
so
to like the person I naturally am. Because remember there was this time in primary school where I was being myself and I was rejected. And I'm like, damn. I was being myself and I still got rejected. And at that time I didn't know that was a beautiful thing. But I was like, bro, who can I be now? Type of a thing. And I remember there was a period from going grade 7 to grade 8. But now I'm like, yo, thank God I experienced that, because then I was gonna repeat the same mistake again, you know. But
And
now that
it's actually weird when you start being yourself. Because I used to try to fit in a lot when I was younger, and then at grade 10, 2021, I started like stop trying to fit in. And it's crazy because when you stop, then there's a lot of people who wanna be like you or think you're cool. And you're like, oh, I'm actually cool. Like, yeah, you see when people tell you that. I'm like, sometimes you need to hear that a little bit just to be like, actually, bro, I never need to be like anyone, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I just need to be myself, type of a thing. And once you hear that,
I think
it's
maybe
like,
that's something that we also need to be like. I'm not saying that our parents do a bad job raising us. I'm just saying that sometimes it's a thing of, at least instead of giving me validation for doing things that you want to do, maybe give me some validation for being me.
Yeah.
You see, so that I can just learn to be like.
But sometimes it's like sometimes if a lot of children heard or were told a lot of things at their home, they wouldn't go look for those things outside.
Right, exactly.
They don't want to be hearing those things from outside. You understand?
Facts.
If your parents always told you, nah, you the coolest child in the world, son, don't ever.
Facts.
You wouldn't want to go be like your primary school friend in grade 5 who was cool. Like you wouldn't want to go look for that outside because it's at home.
Facts.
Type
Yeah.
of a thing. You feel me? So I think that is an important thing. Like.
Facts. I don't want to go. I want to talk about this because the conversation is based on this. But since you mentioned that, I want to talk about it. I think that's the consequence of most households not telling the children about sex. And the reason why I say that is because you learn it from the world as a child, bro. I remember asking my mom, I'm like, yo, mom, why didn't you tell me this like older, not back then? And she was like, nah, in households, we just prefer for you to learn it at school. But the danger for most men and myself is that we learn it from the world, and the world's point of view is the aspect of lust. And that's not the way the Lord sees it, you know what I'm saying? So that's, I do agree with you in
I
terms
get it.
of
That
that.
topic is
as
very
they say.
taboo.
Yeah,
to like talk
it's
about
in the households.
It's
And
not normal.
And a part of me
That I think
grandma's
about, I never really got that talk.
conversation,
Like,
the birds and the bees.
I only got like the puberty one.
Yeah.
Like you'll see dollies and then shwa. But then I never really got that whole talk for like, okay, sex is this and this is what happens.
Same.
This is,
True.
And
I think there's a lot of households that are like that too.
Facts.
Which I think may be a bit of an issue because if
'Cause
we
me-
decided to educate each other like on what it is. But the thing is, one thing I've also seen is that some households make it look like it's something that'll kill you. It's like, don't,
But like,
just
I
don't at all.
remember-
Girls
I
are
remember-
dangerous.
Because you know
facts.
that'll
I remember I
also
used to have friends.
That will also
say-
make you go on.
exactly that'll actually make you want to
I
go on
remember
and
I
do
used
it
to have
because it's
friends,
like
but like especially with that topic, like it depends because I used to have friends,
Yeah.
who I'm like, hey, this man is busy with girls, yo. But then when you go to his house, they give him condoms. But the thing about it is that like he knows Guti. He's the one, he doesn't flop because that's how they teach him Guti. I know very you like this, so but just to be safe here.
Yeah.
You
Because
understand?
I
They
still
give
love you.
I still love you here.
Yeah,
They give you. And you'll find
Also,
Gucci dog,
yeah.
things don't have problems. But like people who don't understand that, all of a sudden a girl's pregnant.
Yeah.
But the guy who was given condoms from his dad or whatever, he
These-
knows because he got the best advice.
He was educated.
Educated.
Yeah, he was
Exactly.
educated properly.
Thoroughly.
It's okay, I understand.
That's my
You
child.
shouldn't do this. But if Vele you wanna do it, this is how it's done.
Facts.
You understand the fact? Because you will be like, why would you give your kids condoms?
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Why don't you?
Yeah,
Why
you
don't
understand? Is that thing?
You're not
why don't you?
encouraging it.
You're not necessarily endorsing it.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
you're-
yeah.
You're just acknowledging the
Just
fact that
acknowledging
it may happen.
It may happen,
Because you
so
can't
you're
be
like, yeah.
blind to the fact that your child could have sex anytime. Like,
Yeah.
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 Hey, especially these 2010s, man. I'm so scared, dog.
Bro.
My sister's a 2010. She just entered high school. Where
Also, my brother.
where that thing is so scary because it's like you also see yourself in these little. Like, it's like,
You're like,
yo,
yeah.
Doug,
yeah.
was I like this for real?
Yeah, I know the way my brother is now. I was not like this when I was in grade 8, bro. I was not.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was
it's
not
like they're
like
trying to
this,
grow up
like,
so fast.
Quick, yeah.
I don't know.
That's ironic. But for me listening to you say that, it's kind of funny because you're more similar than you think you actually.
For real.
Yeah.
Like me and my brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
no.
my opinion. Bro, remember I remember this time I was chilling at the park with Willy's my friend group, and then Willy came to us like, James, you know I have a brother. I remember this is
What?
younger.
What?
At the park in grade 4 or 5.
Nah, I forgot, yeah.
Nah, I just remember that because it was so funny to me. But anyway,
I said,
he's like, you know, James, I have a brother. And
it sounds like me, yeah.
The thing about being a firstborn, me, I would like me. I'm a problem to my parents. Me, I mean, I see
same,
things. They're
same.
like,
Our mom and dad, yeah.
yeah, I'm the problem, but it's like,
Yeah,
so
first-
that
you
so that
first
my
born to the
younger sister
problem.
calves, I've been here.
Yeah,
So you can go there with ease because I'll give you guidance.
facts.
Me, I had to force myself to find myself in places like this to understand.
Yeah,
They're not good for you.
Facts.
You understand?
Are you-
Because at the end of the
you
day, I feel like I'm
firstborns,
helping my
hey.
we're helping you. You're gonna help your younger siblings understand your parents as well.
Yeah.
Because they'll just be like, I dog. Or sometimes at home, my brother will be getting shouted at, whatever. Then he walk in the room, then he'd be like, hey, mommy and daddy are like this. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, like, bro, you think that?
But also, I
Because
don't know.
of
I don't
that.
know. For me, it's like a bit different because I'm like the middle child, but I'm still the firstborn son. You see, so it's like,
Yeah,
you see,
different.
It's
very
very
different.
different. And I'm in like a household
peculiar. Yes.
filled with girls.
Yeah.
I just have sisters.
Yo, so
And
he's
one-
dealing with
and
like the
one
middle
brother.
child thing. And then the
first
boys,
son.
the
Exactly.
first son thing.
Exactly. So it's like it sometimes feels like a bit of pressure because it's like, as I said from the last episode that I was here, it's like you also have to teach your siblings that now you must also learn that Ndotako mustn't act like you know, you mustn't act out of line in that order. Like you show them exactly how people are supposed to treat you.
Facts.
You see?
Yeah.
And I can imagine it's going to be quite difficult for you because since you're a guy, you know how guys think, but it's quite difficult
Exactly.
for you to
It's
tell
difficult to
your
tell
older siblings and all of that.
like, this guy is not good for you. I can see. I can tell you exactly what he's here for.
Yeah.
However, I don't have to do that for my older sisters because
Oh, that's calm.
Yeah.
But they don't listen to you.
It's not that they don't listen to me. It's just the experience. Let's just say that.
Oh, fair play.
yeah, true.
Yeah,
the experience,
they've
know.
been there.
They've been in
it's
the
okay.
for
They'll
long enough.
advise
Exactly.
you.
They'll advise me exactly.
Yeah.
Facts.
Even though
But that's the thing
I had to
about-
go find me myself. Like, I had to go find out. I had to go get hurt. Boy.
I hear you. The age thing for me is quite annoying because, like, I can say it in terms of Boyz Aloud. A lot of people sleep on us because we're young. But the funny thing is, once they see the progress or the subscribers, be like, "Oh, these guys are actually spitting facts." Or you've been spitting facts. Same thing I can imagine for you. You've been spitting facts to maybe your siblings, but they're not gonna listen. Only then, when they're Asian, they'll be like, he's been dropping gems. You know, because of the age thing. For some reason, we're sleeping on our younger generation.
Yeah, the fact that you are young.
Even though,
like,
yeah,
what
even
you
though
say
it's
is
like,
not really-
me and my siblings, they tapped in. To Thoks culture, they tapped in.
That
They
was-
tapped in. I love them for that. But for some people, it's like, for example, with my mother, it's like, hey, it's a bit rough because I don't know. There's certain results that she wants to see, but I know that this is the result that I want to
to see.
produce. You see, so it's like it's hard to get on that level with her because I think she's still like, also she also has those expectations for me that what she wants me to be as her son.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see?
true.
So it's like I have to in some ways I have to like disappoint her to make her proud,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, because I guess
Which-
they would say that,
Exactly.
yo, I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that, but like it's like, hey, at the end of the day, this is what I want
That's
for
what I
myself.
want exactly.
I will disappoint you here, but where I'll be, you'll be proud. You know?
And it's such a hard thing, especially if like you're someone that's always like listening to your parents. Your parents are literally like your pillars. You know, it's hard to actually break that bond, that shell. Because when I was younger, I was always, I don't know, I love being around my parents. I loved my parents. I wanted to make them proud and all of that. Even in terms of like finding myself with my dad in the picture, because I get that not everyone has like a father like me, a father that loves me like I do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I had to sort of try and talk to myself and think to myself that, hey, I'm not this guy, and quite frankly, I'll never be him. You see, because there was a time where I just looked up to my dad so much that I idolized him. I thought of him as, I need to be like this no matter what.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah.
there's certain looks that it give me on the supper table, and I'll just be like, yo, he's looking at me. I need to, you know.
Yeah, true.
So then I had to sit down and actually think about it and realize that, hey, I'm not him, unfortunately, and I'll never be him. And that's unfortunately gonna mean that I'm gonna have to step on his toes in the future. And unfortunately, that's what I'm gonna do, because at the end of the day, I'm still me.
Yeah.
You see, even my whole art photography project, it's based on that concept as a whole.
Yeah.
You see, so I think that's also helped me find myself in a way. Well, I'm still looking.
Looking at
If I was to
No, I
ask
think
you
that's
guys,
beautiful, bro.
if I was to ask
Very
you guys,
beautiful.
man, like, what is the one thing that will make you go open up to your dad?
The one thing that will make me like go
Yeah,
open.
Now,
like
when-
one, like anything, whether it's a situation, whether it's something in your mind, like what are the certain things that will make you open up to your dad? Because most of us, we like talking to our
I don't
mom.
know.
Moms,
For
facts.
me,
yeah.
it's very difficult for me because in our culture, in the Bela culture, the grandson, it's actually the grandson and the grandfather that have that close relationship, whereas the father's just the advisor, the guidance. So it's very difficult because even in terms of like things like women, I've never had a conversation with my dad about women ever,
Same, yeah.
ever in my life. So it's like very, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with it. I just don't
Yeah,
think I'd
same,
ever feel
same.
comfortable talking to my dad about like women and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or other things.
Yeah,
Maybe,
yeah.
like it's always usually things like about like things, big things, like things that affect my life, like with a major impact.
Yeah.
100%.
You see,
Nah.
it's
The
always
only,
those
the
kinds
only
of
time
things.
when you ever sit with your dad and you're having like a serious conversation where you even leave having have learned something is when it was like, sort of God, probably when it's life or death. Like you had to have this conversation. Like something bad happened. Now we're gonna talk.
Now we're gonna talk. Exactly.
Other than that, yeah, you talk to your dad, but it's not like
And whenever I do talk to my dad, it's never really like about anything small because he recently went back to uni to get a master's in philosophy.
oh yeah.
So I usually just come back home from school and I just talk to him about that and things like that. Because I like talking to my dad.
Yeah.
I like learning things from him. You see, things like that. And I don't mind our relationship being literally that. Even though I know that it's going to change as I grow because I'm still a child in his house.
Yeah.
I'm still going to have to go through the trials and tribulations of what makes a man. And he'll be able to guide me in that essence.
Yeah.
However, until I get there, I'm still going to be a child in his house. So
100%.
there's still certain restrictions that we have in our relationship because of my age and my experience.
Wait.
And we because like yeah,
Nice, you can go.
I appreciate you. With me, it's similar. I mean, I value the relationship I have with my dad, but if I can compare it with my older sibling, my relationship, I'm way closer in terms of in comparison to my relationship with my older brother. But I'm still not where I want to be. But in comparison to where I've been, we've definitely grown closer. So I can talk to my dad in terms of things that I would usually talk to my mom of, but I wouldn't talk about women and stuff like that, you know. But this year he was telling me like, bro, just keep working hard. Like he was just telling me like, I know you, I see you working hard, but please continue working hard because I know you feel like giving up, but please don't give up because when you give up, I mean, he didn't say it out, I'm not saying it word for word, but he said it more or less like this: when you give up, what's next? But at least if you know you failed, there's another opportunity. But giving up, there's nothing. So he was just telling me, like face to face. So the conversations we have is more intimate and real. But of course, it's a journey. And I'm hoping that by the time I'm my brother's age or even older, that'll be way closer. But I do value the relationship I have with my pops. And it's something that I would, learning from the relationship I have with him, the mistakes, I want to change that with my son or daughter in the future. You feel me? But you're gonna go to something, or you guys wanna share?
For me, it's like
No,
for
no.
me, what's this
Okay,
thing?
after you.
Because remember I told you guys that it's a in the Vele culture that the son doesn't necessarily mesh well with the dad. They don't really come. It's like, like I don't like the usual.
Yeah.
So for me, my granddad passed away when I was still a baby. So I never really had that kind of figure that was able to like show me the ropes in terms of like small things like talking to women and things like that. I never really had that. So I don't know, bringing back that concept of loneliness, it sort of almost made me feel alone, especially in terms of being in a house filled with women and the guy that I really can't speak to about stuff like this, So I did feel alone in that sense. And I'd say my friends were there for me. However, at the same time, it's like my friends are also figuring this stuff out at the same time as well.
You're actually answering that question of alone now.
You see? Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
You see?
And from my perspective, it's like, when I look at Zeus in terms of I met Zeus in 2020 and now I'm like, damn, the growth it's crazy. Even when I speak to him, I'm like, bro's inspiring. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Appreciate you.
But it's a thing of masters. That's why I appreciate having more friends like him. Not saying I'm gonna cut off my friends that don't have the same mindset, but you appreciate having more friends if you think about it. Though.
Yeah, I feel like dads are like sometimes dads are not like growing. I've actually realized that like moms are more complicated than dads. Yeah. Dads, sometimes I look at my dad as like like I'm like him, but he's just older. So, and sometimes talking to or dealing with someone that you almost alike is like, hey,
Yeah.
like let me just go talk to my mom. It's like that. It's like that. You see, but it's like, bro. I think I'm understanding my dad more now as I grow.
Yeah, so
Way
For sure.
more.
Yeah,
as a
for sure.
child, I
Yeah,
don't
for sure.
understand him.
For
way
sure.
more.
I just thought he was just
Like-
that. I thought he was
As
just
a
that
child,
guy.
yeah, facts.
You know,
yeah, that's
As a
fine.
he just be
child.
thinking that
Yeah.
he's just that side character that's
Yeah.
always there. He's
That's-
just
In and out.
in and out. You know, just silent.
just
You know,
silent.
Yo, you want
Yeah.
to do. You want to do what he says. You don't want to
exactly.
do it.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, like, but then,
It's just but as you grow,
Nah,
you
that
you
makes
understand
sense
them
because you
more.
understand them more when you mature. Like, even I remember Uncle Sunny said that like you are not at that age to have that conversation.
In season 1.
Yeah, he
in season
did,
1, he did say that. So that's why there's certain things like even when you, because I still want to go back to like when you are low. There's times where you be like, oh, if I tell my dad this, he's gonna shine.
Yeah.
Boy.
You
Boy.
But you know that if I
I
tell my
tell
dad
him,
my problem, he's
gonna-
gonna shine me.
Yeah.
there was
Oh,
a
wait, not
day.
he.
There was a day
Hey, man.
that I think, like the relationship.
You'll be like,
between-
how can you be going through this? Like, are you crazy? And then you're like, I'm gonna tell my mom. You're like, hey, my mom is gonna talk. Son, I'm here for you, okay? Okay, no worry, it's okay. Life is like this. Then you're like, okay, I just gotta keep quiet.
Eventually it's a hard
Talking to
Crazy,
both of them
like,
sometimes, yo.
Eventually your dad is like, so what's wrong? This girl broke up with
You'll be
you.
like, did you?
For how long? 3 months.
He's
3
like,
months. What have you been doing? Who is she with now?
You've been crying for 3 months.
Yeah.
It's like that,
Yeah,
bro.
so
It's
But
like
you
this.
were saying?
Oh yeah, but for me, I think the moment I realized that my relationship with my dad is like changing,
Yeah.
it was an embarrassing story. So there was this girl that I was like talking to or messing with, and we basically like went out. We were like going on a walk or something because she lives really close. So when we came back, we were there by the gate at my house. You see, then I hear the car because I can like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
you
like
know,
I can
you can hear the sound of
yeah,
the
you
car.
know the car.
You know,
the
yeah, you know,
sound.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
could hear. I look back. I see it's my dad in the car. I look forward so fast so that he doesn't see that it's me, but he knows it's me.
Yeah.
Tell me what this girl jumps on my back.
Jumps on
Yo,
your back.
she jumped on my back. I don't know what
like
she was.
this.
Yeah, like she was trying to jump. Like she's jumping on my back. My dad saw. I know he saw.
Yeah.
So now me, I'm scared. I'm like, yo, what is this guy gonna say? What is he
Yeah.
gonna think? This, that, and the third. I went back home. I entered his office. I'm like, timer. Listen, I know what you saw.
It's not what you think it is.
It's not what you think. Things like that. I was like, Ish, I know you saw. And he looked at me. He's like, so what? You know, I was like,
Yeah.
yes. You know?
I feel like yeah.
Because they
nah, with
understand,
that,
because they've been
They,
there.
yeah. Nah,
But it's-
because I know my dad has seen me like with girls, but like he'll never say anything, bro.
Same.
Like,
Yeah, you just keep
he's
quiet.
seen-
Yeah.
He knows, bro.
Yeah. Just keep quiet. You don't have to feel awkward, bro.
Like,
Real.
Yeah.
maybe with moms will be like, and then who's this girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
With mom- yo, with my
Why
mom.
you get why is it a white girl? Like, but if it's your dad, is like,
Alright, that is like,
I know.
they know with you. I
They
see
know,
that he's gonna
yeah.
be happy, but I know he's gonna be sad, and he mustn't come to me.
Yeah.
They don't wanna deal with those things, bro.
Mm.
But yeah.
Nah,
But
bro.
shout out to our dad, yo.
Facts.
Shout
Nah,
out.
that small conversation made me just grateful, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Especially
grateful,
my
bro.
dad like this, yeah, because a lot is happening, and this guy, I can see that he's trying, man.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't think I sit down and actually appreciate him enough
Facts.
because I see that he tries. He just doesn't necessarily say the stuff that he goes through, but I can see it. It's like I know, you know that he's trying. He's not at the best. He's not at his highest.
Yeah.
He's not at his highest right now. He's at his lowest. So I can see that he's actually trying.
Try.
You see,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah,
what I respect.
especially if you can see your dad is at his lowest. That's where you know.
Yeah.
So you
And
can't
that's-
flop.
Facts, and that's something that I
can't flaw,
respect.
true.
That I've learned to respect so much about my dad, even as a person and as a man. It's like I can see that this guy, even though he's at his lowest, he's still trying.
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's been low so many times. Even like as I was born, as a child, things were bad. Everything was. The guy was 21. He barely had anything. You know. So now as I grow, I realize that, hey, dog, this guy's been through things, eh? And I sometimes underestimate that fact. So I need to sit down and actually appreciate him more, you know.
And you,
'Cause, like,
my fuck, you went back to being on the low, and I think to conclude the episode low key,
Yeah.
when you low, it just shows from Azuzo's dad's testimony, bro. He was low, but he didn't give up, bro. So I don't know who I'm speaking to today, bro, but just find courage through knowing that giving up, as much as it sounds amazing, bro, but what comes next after giving up, bro? You don't
like,
because then
they say-
that's where you have that problem of when you see that you have the potential to go to like get through it, but you just, I don't know, it's like
giving up is like confirmation that like you're not gonna get there.
Yeah.
exactly, and that's where you start like looking down on yourself in a sense, because like you know you can get through this stuff, you know that you can do it. Because for example, me, in terms of like my schooling, my teachers are always telling me the same thing. You have so much potential. Yada yada yada.
That's up, bro.
This that.
Hey,
and the
you
third.
guys like pleasing teachers, ne?
Dog,
You know the pressure.
in my
Yeah.
like,
So
since
I
I
can
don't-
imagine the pressure. Imagine you do one mistake.
Boy, that's my chat, and I'm like, I really don't want to have my like life, my high school life being bound to me always trying to impress my teacher.
Facts.
I mean, yes, I will take your input and stuff like that, but that's only for that. I don't do it to make you happy. I do it because I have to do it. I want to do it. You know, things like that. And it's like, I don't know. It just sometimes demotivates you because it's like, I don't know what you want from me because I'm trying to do, like, dog, I don't know what you want from me because I'm trying to do the best that I can. And now you're busy looking down on me and things like
saying
that. So it's like, then you just start thinking about all the potential that you're wasting. It's like, it's like, yo, I want to do it, but it's like this person really is not allowing me to be me. You see, and you start like wasting time and things like that, and then eventually you're like, yo, how long am I gonna waste this time? How long am I gonna sit here and actually start complaining or feeling that, hey, dog, this guy, he's stopping me from doing this? Because at the end of the day, it's my decision, it's my choice.
Yeah.
I need to actually sit down and decide that, hey, I'm gonna do it. Because a lot of things may happen. External outcomes happen all the time. People will tell you things. People will do things. Traumas will happen. But yeah, traumas will, you actually end up coming across trauma. But then at the end of the day, the one thing that I've learned is that the main decision is down to you.
Yeah.
How is it gonna affect you? Even in terms of trauma, yes, things happen to you. Things are happening, but at the same time, it's like afterwards, how am I gonna deal with it?
Like, and then
This one's just doing
Yeah,
this.
it's like
This one's doing this.
Yeah, it's like how is it gonna affect me? And
Sorry for the awkward silence.
you
Yeah.
see, even in terms of like, I have to think about my little siblings as well, because now I have a little brother that I have to like look like. You see, I have to like
Mentor a little
how
bit.
many siblings do you have, Thoks?
I have 5 siblings in total.
Right.
And you like number 3.
3. Yeah, I'm like number 3. So it's like I have to like
You are the
sort of
middle.
middle. So I have to like polish up. I have to think about how I need to polish up things that I do, my actions and all that stuff. So that this little guy doesn't actually see me and he's like, this guy's a bar, he's a bum. You know?
Yeah, I hear
It's
that.
like, because I want to be the best older brother I can be for my little siblings. I want to be the guy that they can come to. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to be that macho, scary guy. It's like,
I'm your older brother.
don't talk to me. I mean, sure, there's like things like that, but then it's like at the same time, it's like you can be able to come and talk to me. Just don't disrespect me in public because you're getting comfortable. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Things like that.
nah. Yeah, with the younger siblings, you must let them know, like, nah, me, I'm cool.
Me, I'm cool.
I can
It's just
still- I can
exactly.
I'll
I'll still show you.
still show you. I can still slam joke you and
Exactly.
joke you like that.
Until you guys are adults, you
Until you're adults,
Exactly.
Younger
You
siblings,
can even grow taller than you.
It's fine. It's fine. But
It's
still,
fine. It's fine.
it's fine.
Fuck.
But yeah, bro.
Now that's the beauty of it.
Because when I can relate, ne?
I'm the young.
These the
Yeah.
youngs.
Yeah.
It's soft this side, bro. But besides that, I'm not gonna lie, it's soft this side, bro. But anyway, ladies and gents, and ladies, hope you enjoyed the conversation. Thoks all of us here, we drop some gems. Make sure you like, hey, let us know what you're thinking in the comment section. Like always, we're looking forward to that. I remember during the exam season, I just went to YouTube Studio and I was reading the comments. Hey, bro, it's encouraging. So just make sure you continue doing that. Stay in.
Love you guys. We appreciate you guys.
100%, no doubt.
And sometimes we do have these like episodes, these chill downs, just to like talk and ramble. But to those that stayed this far, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Because that just shows us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Facts.
And we're how many subs now? Wait, okay, right now we're at 1.8.
Like, can you guess like
when
the
video jobs? I don't know. But yeah. But guys, remember we made a promise. If we get how many subs? We said 3K.
before the end of the year?
Umalimu's gonna go to MD.
Oh, you know, it's try for that.
Why?
So even if they get the 3K, it's try for that.
Why?
Nah, at the time, but it's try for that.
Like you're not gonna go.
Nah, I didn't register purposely.
Like, guys, Umalimu, like you see, this guy. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Are you annoyed, next?
Nah,
How did you register?
I didn't register, bro.
Anyway, okay, so now Umalimu can't go to MD. So
Facts said no. I don't want to
So
hear.
we'll find something else.
I don't want to hear no shorties sliding in the DM saying, "Hey, can you come with me?" Hey, I don't want that.
Hey, slide in the DMs,
Slide.
bro.
I don't
Slide.
want. Nah, I don't want.
Bro, come on, Umalim, slide, bro.
Nah. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate you. That's my thing, bro. That's my thing.